Mike Lindsley back with you on ML Sports Take, brought to you by Jam and Beats, Elevate Fitness of Syracuse, and our good friends at the Al and Angus Pub. Stop by this week for the best Star and Angus burger in town if you are in and around central New York. Big one, of course, Bills at the Chiefs. The Bills, we know, are walking the tightrope. They've had horrendous losses this year, losing to the Patriots and the Jets, 12 men on the field. Against the Broncos, they had the Eagles beaten and they fell apart, again with the McDermott defense. This past week, the Tyler Dunn article comes out on McDermott. So there's a lot of balls in the air with the Buffalo Bills. And now, they lose this game and that probably does it. Although if they run the table after this game, there still is a chance mathematically. So who the hell knows? I have no idea how they're going to come out today. I really don't. And so I'm not going to make a prediction score-wise. I'm just going to kind of break down the game a little bit because it's just such an unknown. Kansas City also is coming off of a loss, which I've heard from people like, the Bills have them right where they want them. They're going into Arrowhead. Do they? Do you want Mahomes and Reed after you lose a game that you shouldn't against the Green Bay Packers and a guy in Jordan Love who's still kind of trying to find his way in terms of being an elite starting quarterback for Green Bay? We don't know whether he's the guy or not. I mean, obviously today, this minute, it looks like he probably is the guy, but I'm not so sure that you want the Chiefs coming off of a loss. I've never heard that. Oh, and it's a road game, and it's where Mahomes and Reed rarely lose. So I'm not really sure about that take. I can see some of it because of the momentum offensively and the way Allen played last week, but I don't ever want the Chiefs after a loss in their building. That's for sure with Mahomes and Andy Reid. A couple of things to look for here. Two key people coming back for each side. Dawson Knox for the Buffalo Bills, although I don't know if they need him. The tight end is back, of course, activated this week. And the Chiefs have activated Nick Bolton, a linebacker who really is the anchor and leader of this defense, and he's a ball hawking kind of guy who can come in late and blitz and get the quarterback. He can stop the run as well. He's always around the ball. So two key additions in this football game. A few things that I'm looking for in this game. Number one, how do the Bills attack the Spagnuolo defense? I mean, that's a big thing. He's had success as a D coordinator against the Bills in the past, and you notice some trends here with the Chiefs. They play a ton of press man corner. They've shut down Amon-Ra St. Brown. They've shut down A.J. Brown. They've shut down multiple number one wide receivers. That does not bode well for Stefon Diggs. Does Joe Brady say, hell with it, run, 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 let's just do that until they can stop us? Or does he try to get Gabe Davis and Khalil Shakir and some others involved if Stefon Diggs is shut down? Does he go with some extra personnel with the tight end position now that Dawson Knox is back and try to hit Kincaid and Knox, roll Allen out of the pocket more, let Allen scramble and throw it to other people than Stefon Diggs? Another one, of course, in these kind of games, you get Allen, Mahomes, you get these two defenses, you get attackers in terms of McDermott and Spagnuolo. A lot of mixing and matching and all the rest. I'm wondering, again, red zone offense and defense, third downs, turnovers, all of those things will be huge in a game like this, as it always is, between Bills and Chiefs. And I'm also looking at another situation that's going to be huge in this game, which is going to be special teams and field position. Mahomes, Allen, the easier you make it for them, the more they're going to score on you. And so the special teams, it's going to be a huge, huge day for both sides. In addition to the things that I mentioned, and also just the overall Bills psyche coming into this game off the McDermott, Tyler Dunn article, right? Like, how are they going to play? Are they going to come out and just fall flat on their face? Are there going to be multiple players who come out and play with extra fire because they're McDermott guys? I'm not really sure. Allen and McDermott, it's been reported that their relationship is good at best. I agree with Colin Cowherd this past week that defensive coaches don't exactly have an unbelievable relationship with their quarterbacks. The offensive mind, you relate to people better if they're like you. That's obvious, right? I mean, high energy people, crazy talkers, they have to come down a little bit with people who are kind of more calm, right? And vice versa. Calm people have to kind of understand and relate to people, who are the opposite. It's why if you see a person like a French Canadian person with a mullet, well, you're definitely going to go and see if they want to go maybe meet a couple hockey players, right? It's just how it goes. I mean, if you're like somebody else, you tend to be a little bit closer to them with maybe a friendship. So I'm not saying that it's a bad relationship between Allen and McDermott, but I do agree a little bit with Colin on that take. And we'll see what happens in this game. Home crowd, it's going to be a raucous environment. The Chiefs don't need it as much as the Bills need it. But I've never, ever, ever in my life heard, well, you have the Chiefs right where you want them coming off a loss, and you have to go to their place and play where Mahomes and Reed rarely lose. I'm not sure that I agree with. So I just don't know how the Bills are going to come out. I really don't. And you know what? The offense has looked better. Allen has looked tremendous. I don't trust Sean McDermott in this game. I never trust Sean McDermott. If the Bills have a lead late in a game, I don't trust the defense to be able to stop them. I just don't. Kelsey hasn't looked as good as the normal Travis Kelsey, a shell of himself. I don't think it is Taylor Swift induced. He's a little distracted, hanging around and dating, Taylor Swift. But I don't, and all the commercials and all that, and all the podcasts and all the interviews he's doing. But I don't think it's that. I just think that the guy's 32 years old, and eventually there's a little bit of extra wear and tear. We saw this happen to Antonio Gates. We saw it happen to Rob Gronkowski. We've seen it happen to the elite of the Tony Gonzalez. We've seen it happen to all the tight ends, all players. Father Time undefeated, of course. But, when you take enough hits and you get banged up a little bit and you're asked, his number has been called an awful lot, during this little mini dynasty of the Kansas City Chiefs. So I have no idea how the Bills will come out, and I think that will dictate most of this game. I think the Bills can go in and win this game. I also think they can get blown out by 30 points. Anything's on the table at Arrowhead today. 425 CBS, Nance and Romo, Bills at Chiefs. Mike Lindsley with you here. It's an ML Sports Take brought to you by our good friends at Brewerton Ace Hardware, Stumble and Monkey Brewing Company, CH Insurance, and Bonnet Sales and Service. Hey, bonnetsalesandservice.com. Go visit them today and get a free estimate. They're serving you all over Central New York, personal and commercial garage doors. If your garage door fails, call Bonnet Sales and Service, and of course, visit them on their social platforms as well. As I always tell you, enjoy the games.